Yeah, so I'm starting my morning. Yay. Oops, that's the wrong one. That's the starlight one. There we go. The yellow one's the morning one. That's right. Is it Friday? I think it's Friday. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. What are we doing with it being Friday and everything? Alright. Oh, yeah, I got the dishwasher going already. The most important part of starting the day. Oh, yeah, the coffee. Now, this isn't just any coffee. This is well, actually, it is just kind of any coffee, but and I'm not sitting at the table to clean up the kitty area, but I want coffee first. So I'm going to go sit in the sunshine right over here. The beautiful sunshine. All right, now I'm so happy. Happy's my sweet arms. Oh, you want to play, huh? Does Happy want to play? Let's see, Playful kitty. Oh, let me get his ribbon. Here we go. Oh, yes, he's a Playful kitty. Yes, he's a Playful kitty. Oh, yeah. Yes, he's a Playful kitty. Yes, he's a Playful kitty. Yes, he's a Playful kitty. Yeah. My Happy's a Playful kitty. Yes, he's a Playful kitty. Oh, he's got his little tail going. He's got his little tail going. Yes, he does. Is he getting tired of playing? Is he getting tired of playing? Oh, no, he's still playful. Oh, yes, he's a Playful kitty. Yes, he's a Playful kitty. Yeah, so what's so special about the coffee? Well, the coffee is actually just normal coffee, but the coffee cup is my special Jodie cup. My friend Jodie Forrest, the author, gave me that cup and a bowl when I visited her in Borrego Springs, and then on to her other house where she lived with Mark. And they had a whole bunch of these lovely cups and bowls outside on a table outside with rainwater in them. And she said I could have one of each, so I selected that one in a lovely bowl, handmade by local art students, I understand. And it's just ergonomically perfect. Is Kitty done playing? Is he done playing? Is Kitty done playing? Is he done playing? Yes, coffee time. Oh, I get to hold it in my hand and warm up my fingers. Oh, yeah. Sorry about my voice. I haven't had coffee yet. I've got to hydrate before I'll sound good. My morning coffee ritual is a small informal symbol. I like to hold this coffee cup in my hands like this because getting my hands nice and warm helps them limber up for the day. Hey, Loden. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm over. Yeah, I'm lucky. Lucky as well, lucky. Yeah, 4. So that's my morning coffee ritual. And later on, when it's down to the dregs, I'll go pour the dregs outside for the gnome. That's the land white of my area. So, fun story how I met Jodie Forrest. Years and years ago, I had reviewed her novel. I forget now if I just reviewed the first novel or if I reviewed the whole series, the Thomas the Rhymer series. And she liked my review so much she quoted it on the website of her self-publishing company. And years later, in the days of Facebook, when everybody's on Facebook, we had connected on Facebook, and at the time I was working for Eternal Press and Damnation Books. One of the types of books that the company often published was reprints that had been orphaned by the closure of their publisher. And usually we didn't do any reprints at all, but those we made an exception for. And Jodie had closed Seven Paws Press and was looking for a new publishing home for her novel, so I asked if she'd like to publish with Eternal. This was how I made a lot of book deals for Eternal, was through my personal social network, actually. That's another story I'll tell another time. This was when Tom was still alive, and I took my old copy of the original version of her book that I had reviewed on one of our trips, and we stopped there. Tom often liked to go back to San Diego, where he used to live. He'd visit friends and stuff, and Jodie kind of lived not too far off the path between here and there, so we stopped and I got her to sign her book, and we had fun they had two houses because they had Mark's house and Jodie's house. Jodie's house was a house that Jodie had hired Mark to build in Borrego Springs as a cat paradise with catwalks all over, and it was just absolutely gorgeous place. And ironically, she and her cats didn't get to live in it because she fell in love with Mark. So they were living in Mark's place so he could be close to work. And it was raining, and we stopped at their Mark's house, and then we went out to Jodie's house in Borrego Springs, which they were planning to rent it out, so they were getting it ready to do that, and we were going to be the alpha test. As we stayed there with Jodie and Mark overnight as guests, and then it was raining in Borrego Springs too, and we went out in their I was going to say the type of car it was, but I can't remember now. Anyway, the 4x4, and we went mudding in the wash in Borrego Springs, and we stopped a couple times to look at cool trees, and we climbed up a hill, and there was a great view. You could see water from the top of the hill, and there was a cloud on the horizon that was over Mexico that you could see from there. And there were ravens everywhere. Ravens followed Jodie all over everywhere. Ravens, and more ravens. I often see ravens in the desert when I'm traveling. I feel it's Hugin and Moonin watching over me. But at Jodie's place out in Borrego Springs, there were like a lot of ravens. Many ravens. That short story I wrote, How Raven and Coyote Invented Cooking, I made up in their car on the way back from Borrego Springs back to their regular house the next day. I also stayed in their regular house a couple times. Now there's probably, I don't know, I'm probably not going to do that again because Tom's gone, and it's really not safe for someone like me to travel. I know I did try to travel one time during the pandemic. I tried to kickstart my book tour a year late and visit Phoenix, and nobody showed up but my personal friends anyway, and so it was completely no point in doing it, and it was kind of an awful travel experience. I'm glad I got to climb that mountain near Phoenix that I had breakfast on that day, but other than that, it was just kind of an awful trip, and it was way too much of a risk, and it was stupid, and I'm not going to do that again. Tom died of COVID, and I'm not one of these people who thinks that it's like an internet conspiracy or something. It's real and it really kills people. And I have so many medical issues and I can't boost because of my medical problems. That's a whole nother story. I might get into that sometime when my voice is working better. You don't want to hear about all that. This video is going on way too long. I thought as I talked my voice would get better, but it isn't getting any better sounding. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm about to start working on another weaving project again. For a while, it's so nice and sunny in here. I should probably be looking for a job or something, but I don't know what the fuck I could actually do. That's a whole nother story. Maybe I'll pet the kitty some more. Is he a sweet petable kitty? Is he being a sweet petable kitty? Is he a sweet petable kitty? Oh yes, he's a sweet petable kitty. Yes. Oh yes, he's a sweet petable kitty cat. Yes, he is. Yes, he's a sweet